So let's run through that process.
Okay.
So, okay, we have already been pledged $500,000 to create this movie, this film. We need another $1.5 million. How do we get that $1.5 million?
How do you get that $1.5 million? And are you looking to raise that $1.5 million in your backyard, expand beyond your backyard? What's the criteria?
That's a really good question because we haven't even asked ourselves that.
Okay.
I think that there is enough present liquidity here in the valley.
I do too.
To sustain and support and fund not just one, but several multi-million-dollar projects. And it's evident. Anywhere you drive right now in the valley, you can see the construction, you can see the developments and the growth. Just the fact that we have so many high-end luxury car dealerships here in the valley says a lot. You know? And we're catching up to these big metropolitan areas up north. So I think that there's a lot of money here in the valley, and I'll extend even furthermore and go that there is proceeds in Mexico that get distributed here in the States for projects and stuff. So I don't think that we would have to travel very far to find the deep pockets and the enthusiasm for art and projects and history, like the bridges, the collapses. I don't think we'd have to go very far, but I would never be opposed
to going
where I need to go
Right.
to bring somebody who's enthusiastic and well-funded to be a part of creating history. You know?
Okay. So this is what I would do. I would probably not do it any different. So 1.5 million, I love doing this thing called a gift range table. So I put the goal in there of 1.5 million, and then along the sides I put, okay, what's the smallest amount I'm gonna take? I would assume in this case 10,000?
Well, no, not necessarily, because there is a 12-person.
We want to keep the amount of investors and participants to 12 so that we can avoid different legal stuff that we don't want to deal with.
Okay.
It's just too many hands.
So based on that, I would put I have a formula. So I would put the 1.5, and then whatever your minimum gift is, I will put that, and then what's the next, and the next, and the next, right? And then that spits out, I need this many gifts at this level.
Gotcha.
This many gifts at this range. This many gifts at this range.
becomes
Once you
the goal.
know how many gifts you need at what range, then the thing becomes, okay, who do you know, right? And I love this thing called a list generator. So because you tell people, well, who do you know that can give $50,000? Whatever that number is. And they go, I don't know anybody who can give $50,000. That's just human nature. So I use this tool called list generator where I say, okay, well, all I'm trying to do is get the names out of your brain. Name 2 people that you know you do business with. Name 2 people that you're in a Rotary Club with. Name 2 people that are elected officials. Name 2 people that own construction companies. Name 2 people, that process. And then once you have that, you have about 50 names on that list. Then you go, okay, of those 50 names, who are my top 5 prospects based on, and I will share this with you too. Sometimes you have to do a wealth screening. There are tools out there where if you put in the person's address, their name, you pay for this, okay? It spits back to you what their net wealth is.
Interesting.
And so when we did our $12 million capital campaign, we did a wealth screening. And so we had donors who had given to us and people who had not given to us, but we knew their addresses. And so we put that information in the system, and that information comes back to you. And the one we did, it says they're a person, a B person, C person, whatever that is. So we had an A person in our community. That A person is valued at like $3 million or more.
Plus.
Yeah. So it gave us that. And then when we did the list generator, and we was like, oh, they're on our list. Somebody knows them. They're right here, and their net worth is what?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're arm's reach.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in arm's reach. So let's set up a meeting with them. And that's how we did it.
Interesting.
And we just start setting up meetings and saying, here's the vision. Here's what we want to do. And would you like to be a part of that vision?
At that point, it becomes what, a sales process?
Yeah.